Recently, before I came here, it's just been a week, I came from our ashram in Salisbury, U.S.A. One very successful doctor, she's now been attending classes from some time a lot. So like I asked a lot of you to share your spiritual journey in the context of a retreat, everybody was sharing their spiritual experience, and she was telling how she came to spirituality, how she came to Vedanta. She worked very hard and became a doctor and putting forth a lot of effort. She was doing really well in her career. There was big house, cars, whatnot, everything. Her father also was a very successful doctor. And once he came to visit her, and he told her, it seems, he was living with her for a few days, and he said, Amma, child, you have everything, but except you don't even have time to eat food. That rang a bell in her, saying that, what life I am living, having everything, I don't even have time to eat 3 meals. So she changed her entire lifestyle to be balanced and also have spirituality as part of life. So we hardly pay attention to anything which is fundamental to life. Whole focus is only on lifestyle. There is sun, moon, night sky, stars. Who has time to see all of it? The sunlight and the moonlight, we are not interested. We are only interested in mobile light. So, we are so much disconnected with the Vyavaharika reality itself, which is there. The whole focus seems to be in future. Whole focus seems to be in just lifestyle rather than life. So what is life? Life is breathing, life is sleep, life is 3 meal, life is loved ones, family, life is Bhagavan, Ishvara, life is all these fundamentals, sun, moon, stars, all of it. And what is lifestyle? Lifestyle is a particular house, particular job, travel, car, the clothes you wear, the phone that you hold, the places you travel, all of it is lifestyle. So if you really want intelligent and stress-free living, your focus must shift from lifestyle towards life. Then alone one is stress-free. Until then, one is constantly stressed because you are never located in the present moment, you are always located in the future. When one is located in the future, one can never have the experience of life as such, which is in the present moment, which is presence itself, So what perspectives can we learn from Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, so that we live a peaceful, happy and stress-free life? In fact, if you really observe, everybody seems to have different degrees of stress in their life. And what is that stress about? What is that stress about? Stress is always about what will happen to me in future. What will happen? What will happen? So because of that insecurity of the future, one is not even comfortable in the present moment. In fact, if you fundamentally observe life, what will happen in the future? What can happen in the future? Whatever happens to everybody, the same will happen to you also. Nobody is an exception. Isn't it so? So in our Shastra, we have this 6 modifications that any object undergoes. What are those 6 modifications? One is asti, something is in existence. Jayate, it comes to manifestation, birth. So take for example of a plant. Plant is in a form of a seed, and now if you put some water and give it some sunlight and manure, now there is a birth of a plant or a birth of a sapling. Asti jayate. After that, if you put some more manure, water and sunlight, there is vardate, expansion or growth. Then after that, for some stages it is growth. Asti jayate, vardate, aparinamate, there is modifications in it. Now that sapling gets modified. It has branches, it has stem, very defined stem, it has various parts of the plant. Then a stage comes where there is apakshiyate, there is a decline. There is a decline of to that plant. Then the branches become weak, some part of it falls down, and finally what happens? Vinashyati. The plant cycle is over, it comes to an end. Now let us look at the human body. There is birth. There is a lot of growth for some time. Even you may observe physical body and the things around you. There may be growth in your wealth, financial situation, various things. But after some time, there are changes also in this configuration. You thought all of it will be fine, but then there is changes, unexpected changes. You never expected it, but it happens. Then there is decline in the strength of the body, etc. One fine day, the body comes to an end. So now, tell me, who is an exception to this cycle? Is there any person who is an exception to this cycle? Is a Pandita not going to be in this cycle? Same cycle. Swamiji, what if somebody has studied Bhagavad Gita very much? That person also will be in the same cycle. What about a millionaire? Millionaire also will be in the same cycle. So, life doesn't have any favoritism. It is same for everyone. It is same for everyone. In acceptance of this truth, we will have solace. We will not have stress, because nothing new or nothing unique is happening to me. Whatever is happening to everyone, the same thing is happening to this body also. That way, you understand one of the fundamental truths of life. And whenever there is an understanding of fundamental truth, that way of living is intelligent living. I remember this from my own childhood. All of you would have experienced it, I'm sure. In 10 years back or 15 years ago, there used to be power cuts, isn't it so? Now we have inverters and everything in the homes. We don't even know when there is a power cut. So in our context in towns, what used to happen? There used to be power cut. Suddenly the lights are off, and what we would do? Suddenly there is a shock in everybody. Oh, power went away. Then what we would do? Mother used to go out of the house and ask the neighbor, hey, is there power in your house? And the next door auntie will tell, no, in our house also there is no power. Abba. We feel solace. Isn't it so? Is it your experience? Everybody's experience. What happened? Did anything change? Power cut is there is no power in your house. You were really worried, tensed, oh, power cut, what happened, this, that. Many scenarios played in your mind, but you went out and asked the neighbor or from the window, is there power in your house? When there is no power there, everybody is comfortable now. Everybody is comfortable. What happened there? What you thought was your own unique problem is no more your own unique problem. It is the problem of the entire neighborhood. Thus, you understand something universal, something which is relevant to everyone. Thus, that stress automatically reduces. You don't have to do anything. You just have to recognize something universal. Similarly, these modifications are for everyone. There is nothing to be worried about it because I am no exception to it. I am no exception to it. My Guru Swami Tattvavidananda ji used to tell this. He once went to one hospital or some facility in the U.S. One of his disciples took him there. He was a doctor. And on the wall, they had put all the causes of death. Different causes of death. Whatever, heart attack, kidney failure, lung problem, liver, this, the diabetes, this, the 100 million things, everything was put there. Swamiji saw that and said to this doctor, hey, you have left out one thing. Then the doctor said, Swamiji, we have covered everything. We seem to have covered all common causes, everything. For death, all the common causes of death we have covered. Swamiji said, no, you have left out one. Okay, Swamiji, what is that we will add? Swamiji said, birth. What is the cause for death? Birth. That is what Shri Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, which is again an Upanishad for us. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. That which has birth will have death. There is no point stressing about these things which we cannot control. In fact, birth and death are two categories that we have no control over it, really speaking. Do we have any control over it? Did you have any control over your birth? No. Not at all in our control. And do we have any control over our death? No control. I know one person in Bangalore, very good person, but very obsessed with astrology. So what happens is, there is this Yamaganda Kala. That means that column, if you go out or something happens, then there may be death or some ganta for this system. So what he will do is, he will wake up and see the time. Suppose he is taking a nap and he sees the time. There is Yamaganda Kala, he won't get up, he'll be lying down. He'll wait for that muhurtam to pass, then alone he wakes up and goes about the activities. By doing that, can we really halt death? No, we cannot. We cannot do that at all. Now, modern methods, always there is focus on increasing longevity. Health you maintain, everybody has to maintain the system health, but there seems to be an obsession to live more number of years. Can we really do that? No. Yayati in Mahabharata tried it. There was one Maharaja Yayati. He was very much not at all satisfied with old age. So what he wanted is again youthfulness. So Yayati goes to his son and asks, hey, I want to enjoy the youthfulness again. Will you give me your youth? I will give you Rajyam. The stupid son agreed. He gave his youthfulness to King Yayati, And this Yayati, who was very old now, his whole body became very rejuvenated. And the old age went to his son. But there was a catch. Because Yayati enjoyed 2 sets of youth, now in later years he had to face 2 sets of old age. So whatever tricks you may try, whatever is the cycle of the body, it will undergo. We cannot stop it. We cannot stall it. Intelligent living is acceptance of this truth. Body is an object. Like any other object around us, this body is also of the same category. There is no point stressing about what will happen in future. No point in doing that. Thus, our energy, focus, attention will be available to do what is to be done in the given day. Our focus will be available, our energy will be available in order to live a complete life. Our focus will be on life rather than lifestyle. That's the beauty in understanding fundamental truths of Vedanta. In fact, we may have much knowledge about Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Brahman, all of it. But my fundamental question is, do you fear old age? Do you have some insecurity with reference to what will happen to me? What will happen to this body? If that is still there, then go back to 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, not anywhere else. We have to start the journey from wherever we are handling every bit of it. Vedanta is not simply putting some words into our head. Vedanta is getting rid of all our wrong notions about this body, mind, sense complex. In fact, somehow it happens that we develop an art where there is insecurity within, yet there is a lot of Vedantic knowledge also. That doesn't serve our purpose in gaining freedom, moksha in this very life. So our focus must be, again, all the time this introspection must be there. Where do I stand? Am I still insecure? Having everything around me, a house, some savings, a job, this and that. In spite of all that, why should this insecurity be there? In fact, everybody has insurance also. In spite of insurance, there is insecurity. Arey, what is this? LIC has borrowed Bhagavad Gita line. They say, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. In fact, Yogakshema is not by LIC, it is only by Bhagavan Krishna. Only Krishna can give you Yogakshema, not LIC policy. But fine, at the Vyavaharika Drishti you have a policy, then what is the intelligent thing to do? You be fearless now at least, because there is a policy. That's what is your calculation. Yet, we seem to have this art of staying insecure. You never experience full life when you're insecure. What will happen? What will happen? So once after satsang, I told in one class, don't be worried about tomorrow at all. Be located in the present moment. So after the satsang in Rishikesh, after the class, the attendees came and one person came and told me, Swamiji, I'm not at all worried about tomorrow. Then I said, oh, well, good. You have understood what I was teaching. He said, Swamiji, I'm not at all worried about tomorrow. I have enough money for tomorrow, but I'm again worried about day after tomorrow. That is human mind. That is human mind. It manufactures scenario and becomes insecure. What if this? What if that happens? What if this happens? In fact, Why are you confining it to 10 points? What will have, what if? The possibility is endless, infinite, isn't it so? Anything could happen. So instead of being located in future and worried, the Upanishad perspective is to be located in present moment. That's why we have Karma Yoga. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phalahetur buhu mate sangostva karmani. Krishna has given this teaching. What does it mean? What you all know Karma Yoga, I don't want to repeat it. So, but what new insight can we learn from Karma Yoga? Karma and Karma Phala, two aspects. What is one? Action and the result of action. Krishna's teaching is to be focused on action and not be all the time dwelling on the phala or fruit of action, because it is anyways going to come. If you deeply analyze, one more point we can very much take from Karma Yoga for our life. What is it? Karma is always in the present tense, isn't it so? Karma is always in the present moment. What about fruit or phala, the result of action? Where is it? Where is it? Future. So, intelligent living is to be located in the present moment. So, karma is always in the present moment. So, more focus on karma, more efficient we will be in our karma. More mind space will be available to see what is to be done in life, rather than being concerned about result which is going to come later. So the phala, that's why in Sanskritam we have beautiful word for result of an action. In fact, it is literally called as fruit. If you see the life cycle of a plant or a tree, what is the last thing to come out of that tree? Fruit, isn't it so? First roots develop, then some leaves develop, branch develops, then some more leaves develop, then a flower develops. Then the last thing to come out of the tree is fruit. Similarly, in our life also, phala is the last thing to come out of the karma. We need to have patience. We need to have patience in order to accept the life's fruit, whatever it may be. In fact, the life's fruit is not only always sweet, sometimes it is sour fruit also. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gham. That's how life's phala is. That's why prasada buddhi is so important, that we accept whatever comes to our plate. That is another perspective from the Upanishad. One more perspective for our life is that as long as you are concerned with small little things, there will be no peace and no solace in your life. Few months back, from our organization, we run one Vasavi hospital in Bangalore. So very advanced scan machines came into, MRI and scan machines came to our hospital. I was asking the doctors and our people, the board members there, costing tens of crores per machine. So I was asking the doctors were explaining me what all it can do. These machines can give such a insight look of the body. It can even show this nerve, it can show this, that thing, that. All the technical aspects they were explaining. A thought occurred to me that time, that probably in another few years, a certain scan machine may come where you lie down and go inside, and whatever is the thoughts that you have will come in a report. So, an average person if he or she goes into that scan machine and whatever thoughts are there comes into report, what will be there inside it? What will be there? Breakfast, lunch, petrol, I have to pay petrol, put petrol into the car, I have to pay that bill, I have to pay this bill, I have to pay that installment, I have to pay that insurance, I have to do this, I have to attend that function, I have to buy this, I have to buy that. That's all. A spiritual person, a Vedantin, must ask a question. Is this the kind of life I want, where such a unique instrument of mind is filled with mundane thoughts? That's all. Food, clothing, shelter. Roti, kapda, makan. That's all. Is there? That's all to life? Is our whole aim of life is to be only dwelling about roti, kapda, makan? It is a very odd way of living. So in Vedanta, introspection is always very important. What is the content of my mind? Is it always roti, kapda, makan, or do I have something else? Do I have questions like, what is the purpose of life? Am I free? Am I free? Do I have inner freedom? Do I have inner calmness? So one needs to ask these questions, which are very important. Otherwise, whole life will go without noticing, and that all that has happened in life is roti, kapda, makan. There won't be any greatness to this life. In fact, shariram khalu dharmasya sadhanam. This sharira is given to us by Bhagavan to inquire about higher things, As long as we are only focused with small little things of life, we can never gain the Brahman, the ultimate. Upanishad very beautifully states this in a mantra. Yo yat bhuma tat sukham. You can repeat after me, I will explain it later. Yo yat bhuma tat sukham. Yadalpam tanna bhuma. Yadalpam tanna bhuma. Every person is always seeking happiness, isn't it so? A spiritual person, non-spiritual person, everyone is constantly seeking ananda, happiness. But if you are only involved with small little things, there is experience of happiness which is temporary, which will be there, no doubt, but which is always temporary. You eat an ice cream, the happiness or pleasure is there as long as the tongue is in touch with the ice cream. As long as the sense organ is in touch with the sense object, such is your pleasure. Take for any object, it is the same. So Upanishad says, Yadalpam tanna bhuma. All that is these small little things is not the reality. Bhuma means reality. Bhuma is a Sanskrit word for Brahman or reality. All that is small little is not at all real. Meaning, every object in the world, everything that you can perceive is a phenomenon which has a birth, which has a death. It is not the ultimate reality. So as long as you're only concerned with this roti, kapda, makan, small little things of the world, one can never gain ultimate satisfaction. That's why everybody is moving around dissatisfied. Dissatisfied, a person makes a resort booking in search for satisfaction, gets disappointed even if one dish is not up to the taste. Why? Because a dissatisfied person is always looking to extract happiness out of the world, alas, world cannot give that. You go from place to place, object to object, always in search of it. You will never find it. One never finds it. So that's why modern people have become walking embodiment of dissatisfactions. Always dissatisfied, moving from place to place. Always dissatisfied. In fact, it may be in your own experience also, small experience. In fact, we have so much experience in life, we never pay attention to it. Evening 4 o'clock, you decide, 5 o'clock, you decide to have a cup of chai. Then you drink chai or coffee, whatever is one's preference. You drink chai and then you say, oh, it's a little bit sweet. Then you eat namkeen, something savory. Then you find salty, then you drink water. The cycle continues. The cycle continues. Now, apply that to other transactions of life. Whatever we do in the world, is it anything different from this chai, namkeen, peda, water, namkeen, chai, water? This cycle, whatever we do in the world, is it any different from it? One is bored, goes for a holiday, only wanting to come back to the house at the end of the holiday. What happens? You say, okay, let us take a vacation. You go to another. Can we ask them to be a little quiet if it is possible? Otherwise, we will try to focus on the teaching. Always external things are going to be there. We accept it. We accept it. Yeah. So, one goes to a place for a vacation. After 10 days or 7 days, you come back to your home, isn't it so? Is it a universal feeling? You say, Abba, good. What has happened? Nothing changed. The same house where you got bored, now only wanting to come back and then feel a sense of satisfaction. What is this irony in life? What is this irony in life? So recently, one of our devotees went to Europe trip. He came to Bangalore ashram. He said, Swamiji, we went to Europe trip. I said, okay, fine, good. How was it? He said, Swamiji, it was very good. Morning they were giving us idli. Afternoon, very good roti, curry, rice, chapati, etc. Night also very good North Indian food was there. Very nice, Swamiji. 8 minutes he explained what all they ate Indian food for 8 days. If all your focus was to eat Indian food, North Indian food, why should you go to Europe? You can eat here only in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. Better food is available. So we are doing many things without really knowing what we are doing, why we are doing. All this journey is happening because one has not found satisfaction within, and you are thinking that external world will satisfy me. No, it will never do that. Intelligent way of living is to discover that one's own true nature is satisfaction itself. No amount of addition or deletion of things and objects in the world is going to give us satisfaction. So Vedanta is understanding this insight. Yo yat alpam tat na bhuma. Yad alpam tan na bhuma. Whatever is small little fleeting things, that which constantly changes, that which undergoes the 6 modifications, asti, jayate, vardate, all of it, all this cycle is not the real. Then reality is what? Reality is the observer. You, the witness consciousness, which is observing all changes. Your ever-present, unchanging presence is within. You, the witness, you are witnessing the changes. You take any object, it will be undergoing changes. You hold a banana in the hand, keep observing for 3 days, it changes and it starts rotting one day. Take any object. Sometimes we don't understand this impermanence or this changes because a solid structure like a car or a house takes 100, 200, 300 years to really wither away. But there are many things which wither away in 3 days. And the body in 70 years or 80 years or 90 years, 100 years. The same fate for everybody. So in acceptance of this, there is solace. Because nothing different is happening to you. Whatever is happening in the world is going to happen to this body also, the same changes. I have nothing to worry because I am not the body to start with. Then what am I? Who am I? I am the witness consciousness of this body. I constantly witness all changes. Isn't it so? You say that, oh, today my mind is not all right. Meaning what? You are able to see, you are something separate from the mind who is able to say that mind is not all right. So you must be something deeper and different than that. This fundamental insight, if you have, we have an attitude of acceptance towards everything in the world, including this body. There are some changes, it's okay, I accept. There is noise, it's okay, I accept. There is less salt in the food, it's okay, I will accept. Something happened to the body, it's okay, I accept. Something happened to the wealth, it's okay, I accept. It's okay. This is how world is, we cannot change it fundamentally. All we can do is put forth some effort, try and have what you want to have. But assuming that what I want to have definitely I will get in life is not reality-based living. You can put forth all the effort, you can pray, but yet finally acceptance is intelligence. Put forth all the effort, finally accept. People may get this doubt, meaning, Swamiji, should we stop all the effort from today? Should we not do any? No, that's not the teaching. Do what is to be done. Work for what you want. Having put forth all the effort, then finally accept. Finally accept. Do you have any other choice? Yes, you do have choice. Non-acceptance is being frustrated. Being bitter in life. Always feeling that, oh, somehow this happens only to me, Swamiji. Somehow it happens to only me. All my brothers are fine. This happens to only to my family. No. That victimhood won't be there. We accept whatever comes in life. Agate swagatam kuryat. If something comes, welcome it. Nirgate bhayam nasti. If something goes, there is no bhayam. There is no bhayam. All this can happen if you are concerned with higher things in life. What is the highest thing? Bhagavan, God, and oneself. And in Vedanta we realize there is not Jiva, Ishvara. Bheda is not there. Bheda is not there. It is one and only one reality. So if our focus is not on bigger things, our focus will always be on small little things, and it disturbs us. Something goes wrong in the house, it disturbs us. Something changes in the relationship, it disturbs us. Something changes in the financial state, it bothers us a lot, starts new set of worries. So out of all these things we rise up. It is a possibility. See, sometimes we don't look at the life of somebody who is lesser in financial situation than us always focuses on people above us. Recently, in Delhi, there was this auto rickshaw wala. One of our devotees shared this experience with me. She was going on this auto rickshaw in Delhi, and you know, sometimes in our Indian roads and all that, there will be these unions where this auto cannot go into that area. They have like predominant one auto league will have say over that particular area. And with all this advent of Uber, Ola, etc., sometimes these businesses for this auto rickshaws may also be affected. So she was asking that auto driver, "Oh, you must be facing difficulty. Your income must have gone down because all these Uber, Ola, etc. have come, and then you don't have entry into all these some areas. So all of it." So she said that auto driver stopped the auto, took the auto to the side and stopped, and turned towards her and said, "Mataji, जो हमारे लिए लिखा होता है वो कोई छीन नहीं सकता." Do you understand Hindi? He said, what is written for me by Bhagavan, nobody can snatch that from me. If an auto driver can have that insight, why can't we have insight? I mean, I'm not condemning or disregarding the auto driver, meaning somebody with a very humble income can have this kind of an inner security. Why can't a person with job, a house, a few savings, why can't this person have this security within? Saying that what is written for me cannot be snatched by anyone. Cannot be snatched by anyone. So we need this security. This security, having inner security, is intelligent living. And that comes only when your focus is on higher. If your focus is all on the lower end of the life, it can never happen. So I conclude today's talk by bringing your attention to these fundamental insights from Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. What is it? First one, jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. That which has birth will have an end. So Krishna says, Panditaha na shochanti. The people with knowledge do not grieve in life. What is this knowledge? This understanding that all temporary objects in the world will have an end. Gatasun agatasunscha nanu shochanti panditaha. So take any object in life, including this body, will always have a start and end point. Something will be with you today and tomorrow it may not be there. That's why whenever you buy glass things, no, on the box itself they will have a print. What is the print? Fragile. But what we do? We go pay money, buy a glass, and then put it in our shelf, and somebody is cleaning or you yourself are cleaning, by mistake the glass falls down and it breaks into pieces and you are worried suddenly. Oh, arey, you are the one who paid money for something fragile, and why is non-acceptance now? Apply the same principle to everything in life. Not only glass, everything is fragile. Health is fragile, wealth is fragile, relationships are fragile, job is fragile, everything is fragile. What we can do is, in life, we can try to have a careful living, but in spite of that, few things break when we must accept. That is the first insight from Gita. Another insight from Upanishad. Yo yad bhuma tat sukham. What is fundamentally real that alone can give you happiness, ananda. Yadalpam tanna bhuma. Small little things of the world are never the source of happiness. They can give you temporary pleasure, that's all. More than that, they can never do this, give anything more to your life. If you are seeking permanent happiness, Ananda, the location is wrong. Location is not the world, the location is self. So look within, inquire within through the Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutras, and you fundamentally understand the nature of reality, and yourself thus begins and continues a living which is Ananda based. So with that, I conclude and say that may you all focus on study of Bhagavad Gita, which will give us all this insight. Adi Shankaracharya says, Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita Ganga jalalava kanika pita Sakrita piyena murari samarcha Kriyate tasya yamena na charcha Bhaja govindam Govindam bhaja mudhamate. Acharya Shankara says, a person who has studied even a little bit of Bhagavad Gita, kinchita dhita, or even person who has consumed even little bit of Ganga Jal. What is significance of Ganga Jal? Real Ganga Jal? Of course Ganga Jal, the symbolic meaning is knowledge, wisdom. That person who has consumed even a little bit of wisdom. And that person who has done his duties very well and offered it to Krishna as puja, such a person will never, tasya yamena na charcha. That person will never have quarrel or discussion with Yamaraja. What is this? How can I quarrel and have a discussion with Yamaraja? Because if Yama comes, this body has to go, isn't it so? But then what is that charcha? That charcha is ICU. All the tubes and this and that, you are always under discussion with life and death. Nobody wants such a life. So understand the fundamental reality of life, so that we don't quarrel with Yamaraja, meaning that always this fight with death, fear of death, fight with death, discussion with death will not be there at all. Because as I said, death is something which is not at all in our hands. So when something is not at all in our hands, why even be focused about it? So be focused on life, which is here and now. Not at all be focused on unknown and something which is not at all in my hands. With that, I invoke the blessings of Pujya Swamiji upon all of you. May your spiritual life be bright. May you find time and may you put forth effort in understanding yourself through Bhagavad Gita. Hari Om Tat Sat. We can have a few minutes for questions if you have any. After that, any questions if you have regarding today's topic or any other topic that you may have. If there are no questions, Swamiji, whatever you said, we understood. Otherwise, if there are no questions, Swamiji, whatever you said went above.
Swamiji, I do agree, and it's really appropriate to focus on the presence while as far as the result is concerned. But the present activity which has to be directed towards the action, in spite of that, the mind jumps into this one. And sometimes we also accept the result is Ishvara Prasada, to accept that, so that it gives a good attitude in acceptance. But is there anything how to cultivate this shutting of the mind towards the results of it?
quite a common question and an experience. You use the word cultivate, very good word. Cultivate, to cultivate or cultivation is a Bhagavad Gita word. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi. So in fact, in Kannada, agriculture is called as Vyavasaya. Is it same in Telugu also? ఇక్కడ కూడా మేము వ్యవసాయము అని చెప్తాం. You see, cultivation, if you see what all is involved in cultivation, is not an easy job, isn't it so? You have to till the soil, you have to put the seed, and you have to water at the right time. So cultivation means constant effort, nothing else, isn't it so? Constant effort. And phala will come, as I said, the phala will come at the end. So in order to be located in the present, our whole focus must be there in this vyavasaya, in cultivation. Mind's way is this, it will keep on going to future or past. Like a pendulum, it keeps on going, that's the nature, but you bring it forth to present moment. And keep on focusing on the job at hand, the kartavya at hand, the karma at hand, the duty at hand. And we have to shut down, as you said, over and over, we have to just shut this mind's occupation with the fruit. It goes there, but then be focused on karma. Then when you do that, a day will come, slowly you start discovering joy in karma itself, rather than in result. So when mind understands in karma itself there is joy, then you do not postpone that joy to fruit. That joy is available in karma itself. So that's how we cultivate the mind to stay with the action. However difficult the action is, I may not like the action sometimes also, yet I do it as a duty. Niyatam kuru karmatvam. Whatever is the duty, keep doing it. Thus, a person gains the ability to be located in the karma, to be located in the action itself, rather than in the result. So in the modern times, they say, no, what is important? Journey or destination? So somebody says, what is important is destination, that is phala. Then the other person says, no, what is important is journey itself. Karma Yoga is discovering that the journey itself is the thing. You don't have to be focused on the destination, anyways it will come. So another person was asked, what is important? Journey or destination? He said, Swamiji, not both, it is a company which is important. Then a Gujarati was asked, what is important, journey or destination or company? He said, no Swamiji, neither journey nor the destination nor the company. What is important is the snacks that we carry to the journey. So be located in the action itself. We have to put forth that effort to be located. Yeah. Yes, please.
Swamiji, when we talk about permanent happiness, permanent happiness, a futuristic thing or present thing? Because when we talk of being focused in the present, then we are focusing on the present state of happiness, whether materialistic thing or whether whatever, present state of happiness. I'm trying to be kind of a devil's advocate to myself. I'm happy doing what I'm doing today, whether it is materialistic or taste or food or whatever. But I'm not bothered about tomorrow. I may be in a different situation, different environment, different ecosystem. I'm seeking what you will present. The whole concept is that, my mindset is can I be present today? Tomorrow I will be present, happy doing what I have to do tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So instead of thinking that this is temporary happiness, what if I start thinking that this is happiness, that this will give me happiness today? Tomorrow we'll see tomorrow.
Okay, got it. A little more, with today, whatever time is available, I dwelled on certain topics. But there's a need to deconstruct what we call as happiness. Now, even with the scenario that you gave, you're always looking at happiness as an outcome of an action. Today I do this, and I'm going to be happy. I'm not really worried about tomorrow or tomorrow's happiness or tomorrow's things. But the fundamental paradigm is, I will do something and gain happiness out of it. As long as this paradigm is there, you are going to be happy, and that happiness is dependent on something else, an action. It may seem nascent, but then what if I do not have the occasion to do what I was doing to be happy? A person has a set idea, morning I will go for walk, and that walk is going to bring me some happiness. After that I'm going to have chai, that is going to give me some X amount of happiness. I'm going to do my work, whatever job or something, that is going to give me X amount of something. After that I will eat this and that is going to give me X amount of happiness. Now if our paradigm is this, fine, nothing wrong, it seems nothing wrong. As long as you are able to do all these things, then one is fine and comfortable. If one thing in this whole equation goes away, a person becomes unsteady. Yes, if there is acceptance, fine. But fundamentally, Vedanta is helping you come to a point of reality where one's happiness is independent, not dependent on anyone, anything. With walk, I'm happy. Without walk also, I'm happy. With food, I'm happy. With particular food, everybody needs food for the body. With a certain kind of food, I'm happy. Without it also, I'm happy. Meaning, happiness is not connected to outside at all. It is one's own swarupa. Anando brahmeti vyajanat. We understand that one's own swarupa is ananda, happiness itself, and there is no need to seek for it in the outer world. And as long as one is seeking in the outer world, that happiness that one experiences on day-to-day life with chai, with paratha, with walk, with travel, with cinema, with dance, with music, all of it is temporary, fleeting, and will have degrees coming and going, all of it. So Vedanta is essentially pulling you out of this cycle and locating in one's own true nature, and having located there, you are not seeking happiness out of the world anytime anymore. One is happy. Then what does one do? One does whatever one has to do in life, not for the sake of happiness, out of happiness. Out of happiness. Why do you go for a walk then? Out of happiness. Why do you eat idli? Out of happiness. Why do you go there? Out of happiness. Why didn't you go there? Out of happiness. So such will be the life view. Did I clear your question? Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
Swamiji, we have some, one of our devotees have got water from Prayagraj. So I want you to sprinkle all of them.
We have, so I gave Bhajagovindam Bhagavad Gita Kinchit Ganga Jala has got
Today
manifested.
is Ekadashi.
Today is Ekadashi also. So who brought it?
Valli.
Valli went to Prayag, Vadri and Valli went to Prayagraj. Wonderful. So yeah, Ganga has come to us. So in Hindu Sanatana Dharma, we have Kaika, Vachika and Manasam Karma. all three karmas have equal benefit. Meaning, going physically to Prayagraj is karma, actual karma. What 10% of the country may have that ability, 90% may not have that ability. So many factors, situations, we may not be able to go to Prayagraj literally. So Manasam karma is also valid, so that what, even if it is not Ganga Jala, in this Sanatana Dharma, magical thing can happen. You can take a kumbha and put water and chant Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhan Kuru. All these waters will essentially come. But today literally we have Jalam from Prayagraj. So we shall sprinkle and become Pavana. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, maybe I can sprinkle on everybody when they come to receive prasadam.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Once. And from today onwards, our tagline will be acceptance made easy.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Sandeep, for giving us this opportunity, and thank everybody for gracing this occasion. Thank you all.
Few words.
Thank you, Swami, for making it. We are blessed to have you this evening and give some clarity on living. Thank you so much.
It's not, sometimes it's not that we do not know. Vedanta is a unique shastra where Paunaf Punyena Shravanam Kuryat. Repeatedly, we must keep exposing ourselves to the wisdom, because one day we will wake up. Sureshwaracharya, who is disciple of Shankara, gives a beautiful example in a text called Naishkarmya Siddhi. He gives this example. A child is sleeping. The mother goes to the child and says, "Hey, wake up." The son doesn't get up. Mother goes second time and says, "Hey, wake up." He's still sleeping. Third time, mother goes and says, "Hey, wake up." And the child wakes up now. How is it? Same mother, same words. "Hey, wake up." Same mother, same words. But one fine time, that child wakes up. Similarly, you might have heard this Shastra, these insights, yet may not have woken up. So you listen again. So you've woken up a little more in this session. If you are fully woken up, you don't need the next Vedanta class. If not, again. So we keep exposing so that one day we wake up. Wonderful. Happy to have this time with you all. Maybe when I find time, maybe I'll come few days to Hyderabad and we can have 2-3 days continuous classes here or in any other location. Very happy to have you all. We'll chant Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah together. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Kaschit Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, so you can come and take prasadam.